welcome to Island Paulsboro. Today's program is going to center around the installation of the new mayor and council of the borough of Paulsboro. Fred was able to get over and get some footage of that. So we start the new year at the very top.
John, everyone enjoyed our Christmas show. I tried the pasta visual soup. That was delicious. So we're on for a new year in Paulsboro.
The pasta visual thing really worked, and it was easy to do. We'll be right back, and then we'll do the intro for the footage we have, and we'll, of course, Irma with community notes, and we'll be right back.
Multi-policy discount, paperless discount, paid in full discount, homeowners discount, safe driver discount, chipmunk family reunion, someone stole the nuts, squirrel jail, justice.
Countless discounts. Now that's progressive. Call or click today.
Thinking about a new appliance or an LCD TV? Don't think twice, think Weiss. Weiss True Value has a full line of LCD TVs plus a great variety of appliances. And of course, hardware items like TrueTest paints, Master Mechanic tools, electrical supplies, key duplicating, and Rug Doctor rentals. And for repairs on screens and windows, look no further. Weiss True Value, from making keys to selling appliances and LCD TVs. Don't think twice, think Weiss. 39 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
For everything, there's a season, and a time for everything under heaven. A time for sharing, a time for caring, a time for remembering, and a time for parting. When that time arrives, let Beth McBride Foley and Thomas D. Foley at the McBride Foley Funeral Home help you in your time of need. Offering a wide variety of funeral services from cremation to traditional, McBride Foley Funeral Home has been helping families with the loss of a loved one with over 50 years of combined service. McBride Foley Funeral Home, 228 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
And welcome back. January 2nd was the day that the new mayor and governing body, members of council, were sworn in. As I said at the top of the program, Fred was able to get over with the camera and capture some footage. So let's go there now to a packed municipal building courtroom and take in those festivities.
Almighty, gracious Creator God, you have given us the gift of another day that leads us into a new year. Lord, in this year, we ask your continued blessing on this borough that we love so much, that we care about with every fiber of our being. So, Father, bless this community in this coming year. And to do that, Lord, we ask your wisdom, discernment, guidance, love, grace, and mercy for our incoming councilman, our mayor, and our current board. Father, just give them exactly what they need to do to continue to their focus on what is the best for the people that they serve. And Lord, we seek to be drawn together even closer. You know how much this community means to its people, certainly to its leaders, to its businesses, to its police department. Lord, we just continue to ask your presence to guide, direct, and be a part of everything that we do to make us shine like that beacon of light that we truly are. So Lord, bless us and bless us all in your precious and holy and powerful name. And all God's people said, Amen. Amen.
One more time.
Yeah, one more time.
And that I will faithfully,
Impartially,
and justly perform
all the duties
of councilman according to the best of my ability. So help me God.
Thank you. We look forward to starting Tuesday night with our feet hitting the ground and making strides to improve Paulsboro and move us forward. And congratulations to Larry and the Mayor Stevenson. Thank you.
It's truly an honor to be back in my hometown. I was lucky enough, the people of Paulsboro started me on this journey 29 years ago. And it meant a lot to be from Paulsboro, and I'll always be from Paulsboro. Paulsboro is in your blood. All right. But it means so much to me to come here and swear in a dear friend of mine, somebody I've known, God, since I was a kid. And it's nice to do it in front of so many friends and relatives that are here today. So thank you all for coming out today. Thank you for your support in the past. And I can't thank the people of Paulsboro enough, because you helped shape and mold the people that come and serve you and move on and try to help the rest of the county become like Paulsboro. We can never truly get people to feel like we do, because only Paulsboro people feel the way that Paulsboro people feel. Faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially, and justly perform all the duties of councilman in the borough of Paulsboro to the best of my ability. So help me God.
So help me God. Also, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my family. Without them, I wouldn't be who I am. You know, it's been a lot of years and a lot of things, but I want to thank them especially for coming out today. All but not least, I want to thank the residents of Paulsboro for giving me this opportunity to serve this community I grew up in, that I love, and to be able to, yeah, I'm getting a little emotional here with that. That's all right. To be able to perform my duties as a councilman here in Paulsboro. It's my hope that we can get this governing body together and work as one. As we've talked about it many, many times. Naturally, we're going to have some differences, but I'm sure we can get through that. Just like the old saying goes, when that train is ready to leave the platform, if you're not on board, you're getting left at the station. So we made some commitments to this community as a team and as a whole, and we're going to live up to that commitment. But I want to thank everybody for being here today. Thank you.
And people feel the momentum of this town moving forward. But we need the help of our state and local officials. At this time, I wanted to ask Assemblyman Birchie Kelly and Assemblyman Freeholder Chill and Sheriff Arena, being three Paulsboro grads, if they had anything they wanted to say briefly before we introduce Gary.
Like Robert said, so glad to come back. I never left. So, with the council, I mean, all these guys I either coached or I'm still coaching with now. Mr. Hampton, your lovely wife, you're an inspiration to this town. You always have been. And it's just great to be back. That's caught me off guard. I'm really not a politician, I'm still a cop, right, Vern?
It's just an honor to be here and represent all the communities in Gloucester County. But my little honey was at one of those chairs at Paulsboro High. Yes. And, that means a lot, you know. And growing up in Gibbstown and becoming a Red Raider when I was a freshman, you're a Red Raider for life. And I just want to wish all of you a very happy New Year, a healthy New Year. Congratulations to all those who were elected, and congratulations to the council. I look forward to a bright 2016 for all of us. Thank you.
Life is a journey that we travel with a lot of uncertainty. When your family is faced with change and you're in need of understanding, direction, honesty, and professionalism, we at the Landolfi Funeral Home have a tradition of assisting you with all of your needs in any way that we can. We offer many affordable funeral services. Please feel free to call us with any questions you may have or visit us at www.landolfifuneralhome.com.
Rizzo Family Chiropractic Center in Gibbstown offers pain relief with a difference. Using specific chiropractic adjustments, Rizzo Family Chiropractic will get to the root of your problem quickly. Bring your headaches, neck, back, joint, or limb pain to Dr. Karen Rizzo. If you have recurring pain, chiropractic can help. Rizzo Family Chiropractic can relieve many sources of pain without extended treatment and ongoing therapy. Give your family the gift of caring professional pain relief with a difference. Rizzo Family Chiropractic.
Having served here so many years, still calling this my home, this governing body, very important to all of us, to me. And I want to take just a moment, because there are 4 former mayors in this building at the moment. Jeff Hamilton, now Jeff was right there, Jeff standing right there. Jim Sabet in the back, Elwood Hampton, myself, and my father couldn't make it the day he's home. But, you know, you never really leave. You know, elections come and elections go. And you can be certain that Jeff Hamilton's love of this town is as strong today as it was when he sat on council and served as mayor. Simply coming up a few votes short of election doesn't change that. And I'm so happy that Jeff is here, and I thank him for his service. I served with him on council and his 4 years of mayor, and he was sincere in his effort. And that's a good part. And this year is going to be a year of optimism. There's exciting stuff on the way. And a lot of stuff has been happening. There's been good stuff that's happened. And we have to concentrate, focus on the positive. We have to accentuate the positive. Because from there, we'll build the momentum that carries through this year. Good things are going to happen. Happy New Year to everyone. May all of you have good health. May we gather here next year with even more excitement. And Gary as mayor, you know, once you're a mayor, you're always a mayor. And you take on a great deal of responsibility, which I think you were born to carry. So we look forward to a long and exciting year. Thank you, everybody.
At this time, Elwood Hampton, former mayor, former advisor to all of us, World War II veteran, like Carmel said, a pillar of this community, and it says a lot about Gary's character that he would pick somebody from tradition. His grandfather was a councilman. Gary, Alphonse, Larry, very dedicated to this community. Whether it's fire department, Larry is a veteran who was, by the luck of God, went to Germany instead of Vietnam. They're dedicated people, and I'm so honored to serve with them. And I know Gary, he has a vision. We're going to move this town forward. So at this time, I'd like to welcome, and let's swear in the new mayor.
That I will faithfully.
That I will faithfully.
Impartially. Justly perform. All the duties of the office of the mayor.
All the duties of the office of the mayor.
According to the best of my ability.
According to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Being a first of first is great. But those who serve and those who are no longer elected here are great too, because they took the responsibility of making sure that guys like myself had the possibility and were able to be here. And for this, I thank God and I thank the people of Paulsboro for their allowing me to be a mayor in this town. Thank you.
Thank you to all the House of Royalty here, to all the dignitaries that are here. Look forward to working with each of you gentlemen. And once again, look at the Paulsboro representation here. Even whether like Robert moved out of town, they still have Paulsboro in their heart. And they always come back for help. And that's what they want to do because they have that Paulsboro pride in their heart. So thank you for all you gentlemen and your wisdom, and I'll be reaching out to you many times. So I also want to thank Mayor Hamilton for being here today, and thank him for his friendship, his wisdom. All the years, I was 13 years as council, 4 years as mayor. I'm going to be leaning on Mayor Hamilton for a lot that's going on, and you know that Hamilton name is very important in this town, and he's carried on the tradition. So Mayor Hamilton, thank you for everything. My dad's here, and you know he's guided me, showed me what hard work is, dragged me by my ear out to a Miller's Farm. You know, like 10 years old, volunteered me to do every job. But that established a hard work ethic in me, and that's what I want to carry on. Hard work for that, and I'm going to get emotional. Yeah. Okay. My grandmother Candle's here, 95 years old. My grandfather Carlton Candle, who I'm named after, was a councilman 50, almost 60 years ago. I'm following in his footsteps. And I know he's got a big smile on his face. So, Mama, I'm here. But that's the thing I'm getting to is how generations of Paulsboro people carry on tradition, whether it's in the fire service, whether it's in politics, whether it's just working for the borough, whether it's in the school system, We need to get some of that back. We all have to work together. We may have difference of opinions, philosophies, but in the end, we have to compromise, work together to bring Paulsboro back to where Paulsboro used to be. When you're not afraid to walk the streets, you don't have people trying to break into your homes. And none of these problems happened overnight. Some are economic, demographic, and other things. Some we don't have control over. But we need to work together, and that's my plan to bring Paulsboro back to the way it used to be. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. Janet Bird's here. Janet, thank you for your wisdom and help. And I know she's going to be here until she's, what, now 200 or whatever? So, I'm going to leave you with that, pray for us, support us, give us a swift kick in the rear end when we need it. But thank you all for being here and coming out. It's time to move on, so thank you.
Multi-policy discount, paperless discount, paid in full discount, homeowners discount, safe driver discount, chipmunk family reunion, someone stole the nuts, squirrel jail, justice.
Countless discounts. Now that's progressive. Call or click today.
Thinking about a new appliance or an LCD TV? Don't think twice, think Weiss. Weiss True Value has a full line of LCD TVs plus a great variety of appliances. And of course, hardware items like TrueTest paints, Master Mechanic tools, electrical supplies, key duplicating, and Rug Doctor rentals. And for repairs on screens and windows, look no further. Weiss True Value, from making keys to selling appliances and LCD TVs. Don't think twice, think Weiss. 39 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
For everything, there's a season, and a time for everything under heaven. A time for sharing, a time for caring, a time for remembering, and a time for parting. When that time arrives, let Beth McBride Foley and Thomas D. Foley at the McBride Foley Funeral Home help you in your time of need. Offering a wide variety of funeral services from cremation to traditional, McBride Foley Funeral Home has been helping families with the loss of a loved one with over 50 years of combined service. McBride Foley Funeral Home, 228 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
And welcome back once again. We're very, very happy to catch up with Mayor Gary Stevenson. Fred was able to join him in his office and able to get the state of the municipality New Year's address from the mayor. So let's now join Mayor Gary Stevenson in his office at the municipal building on Delaware Street.
I'd like to say hello to my fellow residents in Paulsboro. It's an honor to speak to you. And I'd like to give you a brief synopsis of my agenda for the next 4 years as mayor of the borough of Paulsboro. I like to think at this time we are at a crossroads with our borough. There's many developments coming into our town, new businesses, but at the same time, we also have issues in regards to housing and crime. And I would like to explain to you my agenda for solving some of these issues, or at least working on them. Housing is my #1 priority. At this time, we have 200 plus vacant homes and lots in our borough. Now, how do we address those issues? By working with people who know how to deal in this business. I've been talking recently with developers, lawyers, and other personnel who are aware of what we need to do in Paulsboro. We need to first attack the abandoned housing projects. We need to do that by having a new ordinance in place, which we started last year and which we're going to expand on this year, on getting those abandoned houses. Either we're going to fix them and sell them to first-time home buyers, or we're going to tear them down, or somewhere in between. By doing that, we need to work together. And by that I mean myself and my council, along with Council President Giovanetti and my council members, all working together to solve our issues in regards to housing. We have spoken to many developers who wish to come into the borough and develop, but there has to be a process that benefits our borough. Another thing we need to look at is, what do those houses represent? The abandoned housing represents filth and crime, which expands on our police department for them to do more work. And so we need to get homeowners into those houses with whatever incentives, tax abatements, whatever programs that are out there, which we are actively seeking, to help us solve those issues and get home buyers into our homes. We need to go after landlords who do not have Paulsboro in their best interest. We will no longer put up with tenants who affect our town or trash all in and outside the properties. We will enforce our ordinances and make stronger ones if need be, working with our prosecutors and judge to bring those landlords to justice as it affects our residents throughout the borough, and as well as homeowners who are not keeping up their properties. We need to make Paulsboro look better, and it's a broken window theory. We need to fix one house at a time. If we let one house with a broken window, the next house will suffer. So we need to work together on solving those issues. I'd like to also speak to you about our economics in our town, our businesses. We need to do a better job of supporting those businesses that are in our town, and how can we help those businesses? We also have a couple of big projects going on at this time, the port being one. Sometime this spring, the first ship will arrive at the port, and at this time we are actively seeking jobs for our Paulsboro residents. We also want to work on the 295 corridor. That is an untapped potential as I see it, especially behind Wawa. I'm going to work hard with the developer and my economic development committee to bring that developer to our table and say, how can we help you? How can we get the restaurant that was proposed there? How can we get the hotel that was proposed there? Those provide jobs as well as many economic benefits for our town, tax money as well. It benefits, it's a win-win situation for the residents, for the developers, for the business owners, for Paulsboro in general. At this time, we also have the Plaza project going on. As I speak, they're putting a new roof on the old Acme, which will become our Save-A-Lot. We need to work with that developer to expand those stores. Those other stores need tenants in them. And once again, it provides jobs. It provides somewhere for a Paulsboro resident to go shopping. And we also want to work on the housing that may accompany that project. We want to do what's best for Paulsboro altogether, and by doing that, we need to work as a team. I'd like to speak about our police department. I am actively working with Chief Vern Marina, our new chief, who is instituting new ways of fighting crime. But my biggest issue is with I want community policing, which Chief Marina has worked with me so far on. We've already started some foot patrols. We want to get our policemen out there in the community. That's the best way that our residents can relate to our police officers. And that is one of my top goals, is to continue that program of community policing. We have future projects also in the wind. One of the big ones is Thompson Avenue. Thompson Avenue project, along with fixing the water tower up on Berkeley Road, as well as possibly being mandated to put water meters in our homes, is going to cost approximately $5 million. We are actively seeking grants, loans, whatever financing that will take the burden off of our taxpayers, but these items have to be handled. We no longer can let our roads deteriorate. We must fix what's broken, and I intend to do that, but I will be keeping a cost object in mind that our citizens can only afford so much. But we have to make Paulsboro a better place for our residents to live, work, and for out-of-towners to come shop in Paulsboro. And that is my main goal. Finally, I close by saying none of these things happened overnight, nor will they be fixed overnight. It's a long process. Working with all my fellow council members, I feel we can get all these projects accomplished in time, but we need the residents' help. You must help us to make Paulsboro better. As I've always stated, you can put the 7 greatest leaders in council, but if you do not have the support of the people, you're not going to get anything done. It's been my honor to talk to you, and it will be my honor to serve you for the next 4 years. Thank you.
Life is a journey that we travel with a lot of uncertainty. When your family is faced with change and you're in need of understanding, direction, honesty, and professionalism, we at the Landolfi Funeral Home have a tradition of assisting you with all of your needs in any way that we can. We offer many affordable funeral services. Please feel free to call us with any questions you may have or visit us at www.landolfifuneralhome.com.
Rizzo Family Chiropractic Center in Gibbstown offers pain relief with a difference. Using specific chiropractic adjustments, Rizzo Family Chiropractic will get to the root of your problem quickly. Bring your headaches, neck, back, joint, or limb pain to Dr. Karen Rizzo. If you have recurring pain, chiropractic can help. Rizzo Family Chiropractic can relieve many sources of pain without extended treatment and ongoing therapy. Give your family the gift of caring professional pain relief with a difference. Rizzo Family Chiropractic.
And welcome back. And before we start community notes with Irma Stevenson, let me take a moment to recognize the passing of Jean Giampolo, who served as councilwoman, served as council president, and more importantly, served a great many people in Paulsboro in so many different ways. people always found their way to Jean's house if they had a problem, if they needed something, and she was never hesitant to pick the phone up and call and advocate for someone who needed something. She'll be remembered for a lot of things, particularly her annual Christmas food drive. Probably, I think this was the 26th or 27th year that it was held. And she had great spirit when it came to that particular holiday. And her love, of course, were her grandchildren and her family. Only second, the municipality came in second, but only to her family. So Jean will be missed, and it's sort of a sad moment.
Yes, it is, John. Jean and I go way back on Thompson Avenue, and I was the lady that had the baby coach on the railroad tracks at Conrail. And who knew years later with Conrail, but I was the lady that pushed the coach on the railroad tracks.
You got that job done.
Yeah. We were going to put Gary and Alfonso, but we figured somebody would call DYFS on us, so we had just had a baby doll.
They wouldn't dare. They wouldn't dare. But rest in peace and wonderful service, and Jean will be remembered for a very long time.
And God bless the angels up there, John. Happy birthday to Pete Policino, Raylan Stevenson, Pat Relation, Stacy Moran, Larry Moran Sr., John Hoffman, Rashonda Braxton, Althea Miller, the Barber triplets, Jason, Ryan, and Alyssa, Lenny Curtis, Jeff Hamilton, Judy Mowers, Mary Cipielli, Andre Bay, Alan Bay, Arnold Bay Jr., and Diane Bay. John Giovanetti, our councilman, Elaine Koshu, Ed Carson, Aunt Bert, Brooke Reinger, Jimmy Milstead, Anthony Marina, Pat and Chippy Wilhelm. And happy anniversaries to Kathy and Pete Policino, 50 years for Terry and Bill Pollinger, Tony and Nancy Fleming, Linda and Bill Sampson. Happy birthdays and happy anniversaries, John. And please don't forget, there will be a designer bag bingo at the Paulsboro Firehouse on February the 5th. That's a Friday, the 6th this year, benefiting the Paulsboro Volunteer Fire Association. The doors will open at 5:30. Bingo starts at 7. Tickets, if you buy them ahead, are $25 at the door. $30 if you're a Bradley Bag, Coach, Michael Kors, and many more. Please call 853-423-8066. And John, you know, this year, 2016, will start the centennial date of Paulsboro High School. There's a committee formed with Dr. Quint, the head of it, and it's going to start with our graduation this year. It's going on from June 6, 2016 to June 2017. And we're going to have a Paulsboro High School alumni band members. Catch the spirit and spread the word. Band members from all classes who played an instrument are invited to join the celebration of Paulsboro High School's 100th anniversary. This will be, as soon as we get the date in October of the homecoming, this is when our alumni band is going to play. They're going to have shirts. They're going to be at the pep rally. Bring and play your instrument. They're going to borrow one, or you can play a kazoo. This is Kathy Vassy-Schwarn. And please call 299-2231. And we're just going to have a lot of activities.
That's going to be a lot of fun. And by the way, the taxpayers of Paulsboro got great value out of the first building, the beautiful Hanson building that faces Delaware Street. That the cornerstone says 1916.
Yes, it does. And we just have a lot of events. 4th of July Parade, of course, Paulsboro Day. And we're going to end up, and I'm going to be chairperson of the Pegasus Ball.
That will be interesting.
It'll be interesting. If you wear red, you get $5 off your ticket, John. That's already one of the rules. And John, we go to Nino's. I just was there for lunch. And Nino just wants to remind everybody, Gervasi's Italian Restaurant at the Plaza, 4-course sunset dining, Tuesday through Saturday, 3 to 6, $19.99, eat and only, your first course, second course, third course, and fourth course. And he is a great cook. And he always comes out and entertains you, John.
He does, and getting that plaza renovated is going to help him, because that's certainly a drag on anybody's business, and I see they're finally started work on the old Ackman.
Right, they're doing the roof now, and we have to cheer that on, and hopefully the weather will stay good, even though we have a snowstorm coming in, though, John.
Well, it is January, and you can't beat that at Nino's for $20. That's going to do it. For Fred Buchter behind the camera, for Amy Cook, for Bill Crane, our producer, couldn't be here, for Beth, who's watching. See, Beth, I told you we finally get another show in Irma.
See you on Broad Street, and go Big Red.
And to the Gempola family, our deepest sympathies, and Jean, you will be missed. Until next time.